What's up, scrappy peeps? It's Adele from Inkie Quill, and I have a Mixed Media Monday video for you today. So this little photo, it's really cute. It's a picture of my little brother-in-law who was in the last video you might have seen. And when he was younger, he was obsessed with Thomas the Tank Engine. And he's now 11 and obviously not obsessed with Thomas the Tank Engine. But we went over to his auntie's house and he got out, I think he was a bit bored, and he got out the trains from their old toy chest and he was playing with them for so long. It was adorable. So what I'm doing, it's another 6x12 layout. And I did pre-gesso my page before turning this on because gessoing is boring. I just use clear gesso and it just primes the page and just helps the water not to soak in and warp the page as much. So I grabbed some of my gelatos. Haven't used those for a little while. And I'm going, if you know my videos, you know I'm not much of an orange gal, but guess what? I'm going orange. So I just used a couple of goldy, orangey tones of gelatos, scribbled them on the paper, and then sloshed some water on. It's very technical and simply just the easiest thing ever. So drying this with my heat tool. If you don't have a heat tool, you can just use a hairdryer. You can just let it air dry. It's all good. So the papers that I'm using are from the Scraptastic December All of You kit, and I'm trying to kill it real good, and it's still going. This kit had so freaking much in it. So I'm using some of the orangey papers. The reason why I was inspired to use orange gelatos is really because I wanted to use some of these orange papers, because I knew that I kind of had to put them together in one layout because it's not a color that I usually go for. So using some grays and things, and this is just printer paper, just normal white printer paper. I've been enjoying this lately, and just cutting out a bit of a layering shape and plopping that behind it. Now, a lot of people have asked me about layering, like how I do layering and things. I'm thinking of doing a bit of a series or something on that at some point. So I will be doing something on that within the next some time. A bit of a life update. School's back, so I've had school's been back for a week and a half, but we've only had kids for the last week, and year 2 are different to kindergarten, that's for sure. But I'm having a ball, and it's just getting back into the swing of working 5 days a week, plus all of the take-home things that teachers have to do, plus working weekends with schoolwork and the vintage wedding company, and finding when I can scrapbook. So these layouts were actually from the last week of the school holidays, and I'm only just getting time to edit them now. But there'll be lots. I've got about 8 that I'm editing today. I'm on a real voiceover, just boom, boom, boom. I don't know the technical name for that. So I'm just using a bit of tearing, and that tearing completely failed, and I teared it so close to the photo that you can't even see that side of the paper. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good in this hood. So I'm just using these, and this paper stack actually ends up being quite thick and bulbous, but it's okay. I could have left that little zigzaggy one on, actually. That was kind of cute. All I know is that I wanted to use, back when I did, I think it was my last blog post for Scraptastic? I used the stamps. Oh no, it was in the scrap stream. It was in my scrap stream, which is in my playlists or on my videos. I used some circle stamp from Scraptastic and stamped it on the coloured paper and cut them out. And I had 3 left over. And that also helped inspire the orangeness of this layout, because I wanted to use them because they looked a bit like train wheels. That's how I would draw a train wheel anyway, with my very technical drawing skills. So yeah, I thought they'd be a cute little handmade embellishment to pop on the side. Stamps are great for making your own embellishments too. And I decided, I think I pop one of them under, and then that top one I kind of lift over the top of one of the layers, so they just tuck in the side there. Now, I did get the main kit and the add-on for the All of You kit, and there are so many embellishments. I'm not going to be able to get through them all. I know that straight up, so I will have some of them left over, but I'm hoping if I kill the papers, I will get satisfaction. because usually I can kill a whole kit, but there were so many embellishments, it was amazing. Just grabbing a couple of gold stars and some of the yellowy elements in here, using my glossy accents. I have one of those fine line bottles. I just have to get around to putting some glue in it. It's just one of those jobs that you don't think of until you're filming and you really need it, and it's not the type of thing that you just want to go and do. So that's a little frame from Fancy Pants that I just cut in half. I don't think I put the other half on here. I think I saved that for later. And then this was the exclusive cut apart that I just cut into a little tab thingamajiggy to put up the top. I can't read what it says from here, but it's something cute. And I've been really into putting like embellishments off the side of the page and cutting it. So I think I do that to one of the stars, I think. And the kit also came with these huge acrylic arrows, and they're gorgeous. And I was worried of not being able to use them, but I did find a use for this one, so that was good. That was good. Adding a little bit of foam to this little word. This layout, I didn't really have his title's a bit small for me. I didn't really have a big title, which I usually do. So it is called Family Fun. It's not really family fun, it's more like Liam having fun by himself with the trains. But that's a bit of a sad title. Tucking in a little gold star there, and I always glue down, unless it's a sticker that's really, really sticky. Actually, no, not even. If I'm gluing anything onto mixed media in my scrapbook layouts, a little tip, always put a bit of extra glue on it, whether it's your title, stickers, chipboard, whatever it is, put a bit of extra glue, because it doesn't always stick to the paint or the gesso or whatever you've got underneath your bits and pieces. So I typed up my journaling onto just some white printer paper and cut it into strips. I've been enjoying, I was on a bit of a typewriter stripped thing during this point of the holidays. You know, when you find something, you re-find something in your stash and you're like, put it on all the layouts. Yeah, well, this time it's my typewriter. So you're going to see that freaking everywhere. And it's done, but it's not. I think it's done, but it's not done. So here's a little sneak peek close up. Gold Hardy Shines dripping everywhere. It's all good. Just smush it in. And then I want something up the top. So I go and stitch and clean my desk in the process too. So I just did some stitching up the top, and yeah, I like that little embellishment cluster that I've got. Yeah, there's the stitching, and I kind of did a mix of like straight with a bit of zigzag at the end, which I thought was sweet. It just needed a little something to bring your eye up to the top, but nothing coloured, if that makes sense. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will have some more videos for you soon. Check out the Scraptastic website and Facebook group if you want to see more. Bye!